Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday reflection for the sixth Sunday of the year, ESC. The theme of our reflection is apparent contradiction. Blessed are you who are poor. One early Sunday morning in mid-19th century England, George Miller's orphanage faced a crisis. The children are dressed and ready for school, but there is no food for them to eat. George asks the housekeeper to take the 300 children into the dining room and have them sit at the tables. Trusting in providence, he thanked God for the food and waited. Within minutes, a baker knocked on the door. "Mr. Miller," he said, "I could not sleep last night. Somehow I knew that you'll need bread. I baked 3 batches for you. I'll bring it in." Soon, there was another knock at the door. It was the milkman. His cart had broken down in front of the orphanage. The milk will spoil by the time the wheel was fixed. He asked George if he could use some free milk. It was just enough for 300 thirsty children. George depended entirely on God and always turned to Him when he was in need. What do you lean into when in trouble? Our readings invite us to reflect upon this question. The first reading and the psalm describe 2 sources of power: trusting in human beings and trusting in God. The situation of those who trust in human beings is described as barren and desolate, while those who trust in God, though not spared of hardship, are not threatened by the drought of life. Their lives are secure and productive. In the Gospel, Jesus declares the lives of the poor blessed and the rich cursed. The reason is not far-fetched. Lack of material resources typically leads the poor and destitute to trust God unreservedly. The rich and powerful, however, find consolation in earthly resources and do not see the need to trust in God. Poverty, hunger, mourning, rejection do not determine one's reward, but they could nurture a complete commitment to God. Why is it difficult to believe the message in today's readings? It is because reality seems to contradict it. It is simply hard to believe. We have known rich people and poor people. The poor do not seem happier than the rich, nor do the rich seem miserable. Hungry people are starving. Hardly anyone here starves after eating a big meal. Rich people really do seem happy. Suffering people are really miserable. And people who are liked really seem happier and healthier than those who are unpopular. But Jesus was not speaking in parables. He was speaking plainly. So what does he mean? Jesus is less concerned about how things appear than with life's ultimate source of fulfillment. He is not speaking of happiness, which depends on circumstances, but of blessedness, which could translate as joy. Knowing the difference between happiness and joy will help us understand the Beatitudes. The Catechism of the Catholic Church expresses this well enough. The beatitude we are promised confronts us with decisive moral choices. It invites us to purify our hearts of bad instincts and to serve the love of God above all else. It teaches us that true happiness is not found in riches or well-being, in human fame or power, or in any human achievement, however beneficial it may be, but in God alone, the source of every good and of all love. If wealth, abundance, laughter, and popularity do not bring fulfillment, then we must be stripped of them to experience fulfillment. As we concentrate on cultivating a proper relationship with God, we may feel troubled by the radical demands that the Beatitudes make of us. We are not called to worship wealth, food, comfort, or popularity, the essence of addiction, but to venerate the God who alone can bestow upon us all that is good. The challenge this week lies in practicing providence. So I invite you to do the following. Number 1, consider the Beatitudes as a litmus test. Reflect on your position concerning those who are blessed and those whom woe awaits. Number 2, plan one action this week to ease the suffering of individuals in need within your local community. For example, you might donate groceries to the local food bank, deliver a meal to a grieving neighbor, or provide new socks and hand warmers to the homeless shelter. Have a blessed week.